I'm Toru Sugiyama. I'm a 28-year-old salesman. I wasn't that good at my job, but I worked hard day in and day out. On the other hand...
Tamada! You came in first place again! Great job!
Of course, it's the least I can do.
Get to work, everyone! You guys can learn a thing or two from Tamada!
He came in first place again? That's Damida. He was a year older than me. He was really good at his job and the bosses liked him a lot. But to me... Hey, Sugiyama! I heard your numbers are way down again! Why can't you be more like me, huh? Sorry, sir. I'm trying, but... Hey, I heard your parents own a company. Maybe you should go work for them instead. I don't plan on doing that. I'm gonna keep working here. Then get your numbers up like me! I'm pretty sure you won't be able to do that, but... Whatever. I gotta go. He was always a jerk to me like this.
Sugiyama-san, you should say something to him. You work harder than anyone else here.
I know, but...
He just goes after the easy clients. That's why his numbers are up. He makes his subordinates do all the heavy lifting.
I guess you're right. He takes all the credit, though. Maybe someone should say something. I didn't know what to do about him. Anyways, that weekend I went back to visit my parents. It was my grandpa's 7th anniversary of passing. I haven't seen my dad in 5 years. What happened? Well...
How's work? You decided to go work at a different company, so you better be doing well.
I'm doing fine. And I never told you I was going to take over the family business.
But you're my son. That's how things work.
Get with the times, Dad. Your way of thinking is old.
How long you gonna keep working there, huh? Next month Hikari is coming home. You know that, right?
Of course. You told me yourself.
She got an economics degree from a university in the US. She's gonna be a manager when she comes home. You're gonna have to work with her at some point. You shouldn't be wasting your time at some random company nobody's ever heard of. What if Hikari leaves you? You ever think about that?
Hikari Tanaka was my fiancée. Our parents were the ones who set us up, but we were good friends and I liked her a lot, so I didn't really mind. Right after graduating from college, I proposed to her and she said yes. But then, 2 years ago, she went to study abroad, so we had to put our wedding on hold. I bet she changed a lot in the last 2 years. But me...
What is it that you want to do? Why don't you want to take over the family business?
That's not it at all. I'm not against the family business or anything.
Then why did you get a job at a different company?
I can't tell you yet.
So you're not gonna take over the family business? I was hoping you'd come back someday, but...
Sorry, but no. I got something I want to do, so... A few days later, Damida and I got called to the manager's office. He put us in charge of this account called Nakata Electronics. It was a pretty big company, and if we get them to sign, it was a big win for our company. So we got in the cab and headed out, but then... this is so lame. But if we get them to sign, this will be a big win for us. Keep dreaming. They'll never sign with us. The CEO is a hardhead. He'll never switch over to us. I know the odds are against us, but... I drafted this proposal, but maybe it was a waste of time. What is that? Why did you draft up a proposal? I prepared it just in case. But I guess I don't need this anymore. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Not bad. Thank you. I think it's pretty good too. Alright, let's use this. But I'm gonna tell them this was my idea. What? But... Shut up! You suck at giving presentations. You'll just ruin it! Just sit there and watch. You might learn a thing or two. Got it? Okay. A few minutes later, we arrived in Nakata Electronics. Receptionist showed us to the meeting room. Then... Hello there! I'm Damada, and this is...
Hello, Toru.
Hikari, hey! What? Didn't know you were back.
You miss me? Give me a hug. Come on.
Not now, I'm working. Stop being so unprofessional, please. How do you two know each other?
I'm his fiance.
What? You're engaged to the manager at Nakata Electronics? How did you meet her?
How? Wait, you don't know? Toru's dad. He's the CEO.
What? I'm sorry I never told you, but I thought it was irrelevant. What? But this is like the biggest company in the country! Yeah, but come on, let's just focus on our job for now. So we got down to business. We brought you a proposal. Here, take a look. Huh?
Oh, thank you. Let me see.
Here you go. He worked very hard on this. Huh? Dameda-san? I thought he was gonna take all the credit.
Sounds good.
A few minutes later...
This looks great. I really like this part about marketing our products to young women. I can tell you put a lot of work into this.
Thank you.
I'll let my bosses know. If I get the green light, I'll let you know.
Thank you, ma'am. Look forward to hearing from you. If we get them to sign with us, this is gonna be huge. Yeah. We don't know if they'll say yes yet. It's gonna be fine. The manager loved it. But man, I had no idea your dad was the CEO of Nakata Electronics. Why didn't you just get a job there? Because that's what my parents wanted. I got sick and tired of doing everything they told me to. And there's something else I want to do, so... whatever. It must be nice being loaded. I bet you look down on people like us. No, of course not. I would never do that. Whatever you say. Dameda-san kept bugging me about my family business, but I tried my best to ignore him. That evening, Hikari and I went out to dinner.
It's been 2 years. Time flies.
Yeah. How was it? Your time in the US?
It was great. I got to work with a lot of different people, and it really puts things into perspective for me. I'm so glad I went.
Good to hear.
I read your proposal, and I was kind of relieved. I heard you and your dad got into a huge fight, so...
Things between us are still awkward.
But still, in that proposal, I could tell that you really want to help us out. And you were able to come up with that idea because you worked at a different company.
Yeah, but my dad will never say yes to that. It's a product for young women. He'll never go for it. He's always been a hard head. I tried to change his mind countless times, but...
I guess so.
Company's doing so well, so he doesn't even need a new product, and if he says no, nobody can change that.
Well, maybe you can change his mind.
He'd never listen to me. It's too late.
You're giving up on your father and his company? But you always looked up to him.
I know that, and I still do. But that's why I'll never work for him. I was never going to work for my dad. I made the decision myself, and I was sticking by it. So the next day, I went back to work as always. Then one day... Sugiyama, I need your help with something. I have to give a presentation next weekend. I need you to make some PowerPoint slides. I do it myself, but I've got so much time on my hands. Oh. Well, I'm kind of busy too right now. But you got 2 weeks to work on it. Please. Well, I guess I can handle it. All right, fine. So I decided to help him out. But then a few days later, I got called to the manager's room.
So, did you finish the PowerPoint? It was due this morning.
What? Hold on. I thought I had a few weeks to work on it.
What are you talking about? I told you it was due today!
What's going on here?
This is a really important meeting for our company! We can't afford to make mistakes! Damida said we could count on you! What happened? This isn't like you!
Damida-san set me up. But there's no point in talking about that now. Sorry, sir. I'll get on it right away! That day, I worked through the night to finish the presentation. 2 days later, I was finally finished. It was past the due date, but I managed to get it done. The manager was still upset that I missed the deadline, but he liked my work, so he decided to give me another chance.
You missed the deadline, but you did well. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
I was thinking, maybe you could join the project and give the presentation yourself. What do you say?
I'm flattered, but no thank you.
Oh. But this is a big project for us. If you play this right, you might get a big promotion.
That sounds nice, but I'm gonna have to say no. And another thing. I'm quitting. I'm leaving at the end of the month.
What? Why?
I got something else I want to do now, and it's time for me to move on. And another thing. There's something you should know. The deadline I got, it was set for 2 weeks later.
What? So that's why you missed the deadline?
Yes, and I think it was on purpose. Damida-san set me up.
What? But, hang on, let me call him right away. Hold on.
So he called up Damida-san. Hold on! I did nothing! He messed up, not me! No, you told me it was due in 2 weeks. I wrote it down. You heard me wrong! He's lying, sir!
Hang on. I was there too. He said 2 weeks.
What?
There were others there too. I can ask around if you want. He's lying, sir. So, you got something to say for yourself?
Sir, Okay, I might have made a mistake, but I would never do this on purpose. Why would I do that?
This was your job to begin with. Why didn't you help him?
Sorry, I was just busy with other stuff. Not true. You were out partying while I was working OT. You told me. Shut up!
I think you and I need to have a talk.
Sir, hold on!
I've heard enough. Get out. Sorry, I had no idea. Why didn't you say anything, though?
I knew this would happen if I said something. That's why I kept quiet until the project was over.
I see. You made the right call. So, you're still leaving us? If you stay, I promise something like that will never happen again.
Thank you, sir. But my mind is already made up.
All right, then.
A month later, it was my last day there. I love working here, so I'm gonna miss this place. But then, as I headed out of the office... Wait, don't leave me! You're going to work in Nakata Electronics, right? Take me with you! Damida-san. I heard he got a demotion after that incident. Oh well. Sorry, but no can do. Why not? Your dad is the CEO! Come on! No. I don't trust you. I can't work with someone I don't trust. All you care about is climbing up the corporate ladder. Besides, I'm not even going to work for Nakata Electronics. What? He kept begging me, but I had stuff to do, so I left without saying anything. A few weeks later, he got transferred to some dead-end position in the countryside. It wasn't looking good for him, and he ended up quitting his job a few months later. I heard he now worked at a convenience store. 6 months later. Looking good!
You okay?
Yeah, it's just that it took me a while to put all this together. I just need a moment to take it all in. After quitting my company, I started my own company. And it was now a subsidiary of Nakata Electronics. Took me a while to convince my dad, but I finally got him on board. Hikari helped me out big time too.
I still can't believe you convinced your father.
Yeah. I told him I wanted to help out his company, not take it over as the new CEO. Took me a while, but he finally came through.
He must be proud of you.
Come on, let's get to work. We got so much to do. 3 years later. The company was doing great. My company now manufactured one of the best-selling products of Nakata Electronics. Sorry it took me so long, but sign here. Time for us to get married.
It took you long enough. I'm not getting any younger, you know.
Sorry, but don't worry. I'll make it up to you by making you the happiest girl in the world.
Thanks, honey.